Gods and goddesses. Egyptians worshipped many gods and goddesses. All gods and goddesses played a different role, spreading peace everywhere in their own ways. Egyptians believed it was important to worship them so that they could have a smooth life. There were gods and goddesses for creation, bringing floods, taking care of them, taking care of the dead, gods who represented towns, and gods who took care of plants and animals. Some were seen as symbols or living creatures. There are over 2,000 gods and goddesses. Some gods were Osiris, Thoth, Sobek, Amhet, Ament, Amit, and Ra. Osiris was the ruler of the dead, who sat on a great throne and made a final judgment over the dead. Thoth was the god of wisdom. He questioned the souls of dead about their deeds. Sobek was the god of the gods. He gave the pharaoh strength and protected him from harm, especially evil spells. Amhet was a devourer of millions who dwells in a lake of fire. Ament was a greeter of the dead and offered them bread and water at the gates of the underworld. Amit was a devourer of the wicked and would wait to see if the dead soul is more wicked than good, and if it was more wicked, it got eaten. Ra was a sun god. He was swallowed at sunset and given birth every day. Some goddesses were Anuket, Astarte, Bes, Hathor, Heket, Heset, Isis, Meskenet, Renenutet, and Taweret. Anuket was the goddess of the Nile River. She would embrace the fields to bring fertility to the land. Astarte was the warrior goddess of Canaan and a battlefield goddess. Bes was the protector of childbirth and would dance around the room while a baby was being born to frighten curses. Hathor was the goddess of music and dance and was the mother goddess. Heket was a frog goddess. She would breathe life before it was placed in the mother's womb. Heset was the goddess of plenty. She was similar to Hathor, but she was changed to be a goddess of plenty of food. Isis was the queen of the goddesses and is one of the most famous goddesses. Meskenet was the goddess of childbirth and ensured the safe delivery of a child in birth. Renenutet was the goddess of harvest. Her gaze could wither her enemies. Taweret was the goddess of birth and protected women and children.